We're gonna cast this, destroy all the lands. We are going to exile his graveyard. This way only we get back our lands, and he... Hello everyone and welcome, I'm Lenny and you're watching Lenny TV. Today we are going to take my take on a merchant style Maru land destruction list. I know he loves those kind of lists, and I've built one in Historic and made use of a companion that I think is really fitting this archetype very well. It's of course Yorion. You flicker your bombardment, you reset it, you get some more counters to put on stuff, and I think it's a pretty good fit in the deck I have built. So before we jump into the deck explanation, I want to say make sure to smash the sub. We are climbing really fast. We're already up to 500, almost 50, which is insane. Thank you for that. If you have enjoyed the deck, make sure to leave a like. And if you have some recommendations to improving the deck or to alter the deck, please leave them down in the comments below. With that being said, we're going to jump right into the deck explanation. Alright everyone, we're in the deck builder. And let's talk about this Maru land destruction list for a brief moment here. It's pretty much a standard land destruction list, except that I've optimized it for a few strategies. One, we want this to be a Yorion deck to flicker, to enable the flicker on the bombardment, which is really strong, let me tell you. We have an extra card in our hand, which is really good as well. We can flicker the captive audience should the opponent survive the first 3 ticks of this, and should we have Yorion left. And we can flicker follow the friend, which is really good as well, because after the combo, I'm gonna explain the combo here really quick. The combo is Bojuka Bog, Ashiok, or the Cleric after the fall of the friend. Why? Because, well, you play the fall of the friend, you destroy all lands, and then you can exile the opponent's graveyard with either the Bojuka Bog, or the Ashiok, or the Cleric. After you have exiled his graveyard, the second and third triggers of this saga will only destroy, get back your own lands from your graveyard. So we have 10 ways of exiling the opponent's graveyard, which is for enabling Fall of the Friend to its maximum potential. And then we have 10 board wipes to sell the wreckage. I really like this card in this Maru land destruction deck because it really has no downside if you wipe the lands afterwards. So settle into this really strong combo. If you of course can exile his graveyard. We have Storm's Wrath to wipe not only creatures but planeswalkers as well, and we have Akaya's Wrath to wipe creatures as well. So 10 board wipes, 10 cards to exile graveyards. We have our combo here. This is of course a very strong destruction enchantment for lands and creatures. This is just to get some more late game draw cards. It's also a win condition alongside the captive audience. Of course, the concession or conceding after the land destruction is a win con as well. And Dawn of Hope plus Immortal Sun is a win condition as well. And we can tutor for all of our win cons with the idyllic tutor. We can tutor for Dawn of Hope, we can tutor for Fall of the Friend, we can tutor for the bombardment, and even the captive audience. So yeah, we have Treasure Map to help us filter through the deck. And we have 4 Revitalize to filter through the deck essentially. We have some early board wipes here with Cry and also an Exile Clause. And one last notable thing here is Kaya is a win con as well. If you tick her up to 5, and because this destroys and then we exile everything, oftentimes the opponent has 20 cards in exile, so Kaya's ultimate one-shots people. Yeah, that's the last notable thing about this deck. Of course, we have a lot of lands. We have 38 to be exact. But I don't count all of the Bojuka Box as like land drops you want to play right away. And that's why we have 38 in this deck. Also, we have quite the high average cost. So if we do the math here, if we cut the 4 here, we are only running 34 lands. Of course we are not, because a lot of times you want to play this just to have the land drop, if you can guarantee a bombardment or anything else. But yeah, that's the deck, and it is a lot of fun, trust me. We're going to jump right into the awesome games that are going to come today, and we're going to jump into those right now. Alright, our first opponent is DM. Playing as Liliana. I mean, this is not really a dream hand. But it is somewhat playable. So let's try it. We will start with the cliff top because this enters tapped anyways, because we don't have a plains or a mountain. And then we will follow up by the swamp, because then we can activate the chapel. Then we drop the Dawn of Hope, etc, etc. We're playing against the Lutri deck, and that is really interesting because that means that my opponent is playing essentially a Singleton deck, which is which has to be a really big handicap, right? We're just gonna pass along here, but maybe it's not. Maybe his deck will wreck us. We will see here. So there is a Brazen Borrower, but we are going to activate the yes, please. I'm gonna keep the Bajuka Bog on top, because what I want to do next turn is activate Dawn of Hope, actually. So we are not gonna play the Bajuka Bog. We're just gonna activate. Actually, no. Let's drop the treasure map again. This way we can activate it now. Another one. That's not good. And before we draw, what we are searching for here is a mountain, because I think we need to wipe the board pretty soon. Yeah, let's try and find a mountain here. Oh, that's not an untapped source, but we don't have like a really insane clock right now, so I think this is fine. So we can wipe the board next turn. He didn't. Alright, we will scry with the treasure map. We will find another treasure map. We don't want that. We could also cast the Bombardment here. I think that should seal the deal if there is no counter spell. He might run a lot of counter spells, but he only has one blue. But that is enough to counter. Non-creature spells. So the question is, what do we do here? I think we just try and wipe the board here. I'm expecting counter spells here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think this will resolve. Oh my god, it resolved! A miracle. I mean, in that case, we are just gonna drop the Bajuka Bog, exile his stuff now. We just have to remember that we don't have one right away if we get a Fran here. Good game. I think it's he wants to surrender. If he wants to do that, then Finalia promise. Yeah. Yeah, alright, we bested him. He has decided that he doesn't want to play the game anymore. And right he was. Alright, our next opponent is Sir Lord Mr. Tim! Playing as Fibble Fib. Yeah, this is a hand I really like. So we're going to keep this 100%. We start with the Triumph. Oh, we're playing as Obosh. This is interesting. Oh my god, no, no, no. This is already starting out to be a little bit of a trouble. I see red, I see the spitter. I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. I'll light up the stage and he finds a land. That's not good. Oh my god, double strike, alright. Yeah, I think we just cry here. Because even though it's just a 1-1 spitter, I don't like this card. And we have some more board wipes to come. So, we don't really care. Gutter snipe. I mean, that is a threat that has to go, right? I think it has to go. It simply just has to go. Alright, nothing from my opponent, which is really misleading, maybe. In any case, we are going to drop the Dawn of Hope. Is there anything instant speed? No! That's good. Alright, I think Obosh might come here and Obosh has to go. So we will wipe the board. Yeah, Obosh has to go. There is no way we are letting Obosh stick. Ever. So, yeah, we have to wipe the board essentially. And next turn we will cast the Bombardment. And select 4 of his lands. What is it, man? Are you going to surrender just because you see this, or? You have 6 lands anyway, but it's not too bad. Alright, let's select the permanency. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bada bing, bada boom. We can, of course, flicker that with Yorion and select 4 more of his lands later down the line, which is quite broken. I will not lie about that. Oh, I love a runner. Cute. So I think we have pretty much the upper hand in this game, starting from now. Alright, he really means business right now. So I think we play Orion here. And we flicker the Bombardment. And that way we can select 1, 2, 3, 4. Why didn't it activate? Oh, because it activates on my end step. So yeah, we have a blocker here. We have the Bombardment set up to nuke everything he has. Of course we will block here. There is not even a question about that. Shock! He has to invest even more removal if he wants to get rid of the Yorion. And he will. Alright, and we will probably see the Bone Crusher Giant here. Which is fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I'm gonna drop Ashiok here and I'm gonna exile all of his graveyard now. Alright, and we pass the turn. We plan on activating Dawn of Hope to block the Bone Crusher. Of course he attacks us, we're gonna activate this. And we're gonna block the giant, and we gain a life instead of losing 4. Dawn of Hope is a really good card. Let's activate the Ashok one more time. Oh man, doing this to a mono red list feels really good. We will end the turn, and slowly these lands will be shot one by one. I like this deck, I have to say. I kinda feel why Merchant is so into land destruction now that I play one of these decks my own. Alright, so he is not even bothered attacking us. But that means we're just gonna create soldiers. We will create another one. So this way we have 2 soldiers now. We drop the treasure map. We activate the Ashok to get rid of more cards of mono red. Yeah, this feels pretty good. Let's scry here. Let's put a pause there. We don't really need more lands. And we're not going to attack, I think. But actually, I think we should. Because if he has the Chain Whirler, we just straight up lose those 2 and don't gain any life back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will pay here because we cannot. Oh my god, we will decline the second one though because we want to be able to create another 1/1. If he has a Chain Whirler, that will be clutch. So 4 mana is what we need here. Alright, he will attack us. That's pretty good. We're going to activate this and block the giant. Alright, he will shock it. Fair. So the giant deals 4 damage here, but I think with 10 life. Skewer! Alright, now it's getting serious. Now I'm scared. I'm not even kidding. 7 life is not a good life total to be at. Yeah, I think we won the game now. Because what we are going to do is cast this. Actually, can we do anything else? No. So we're gonna cast this. Destroy all the lands. And we are going to exile his graveyard. And this way only we get back our lands. And he gets nothing back. And he seems to enjoy it. He really seems to enjoy that. So he has no lands. Only a Bone Crusher, which is a Bone Crusher. I am not gonna mock that. We cannot pay, but we will start to get back some lands here. So let's get back 2 triumphs. And there it is. It was a long and grindy game, but we have won this. Pretty dominant. Let's say we dominated this mono red deck. All right, we're playing against Shegomi, playing as Nisa, and do we like this hand? I'm not too sure about that. We can tutor for something. We have 3 lands. We have a Storm's Wrath. Maybe it's not too bad. Problem is all of these come into play tapped. Oh no. It was probably a real big mistake keeping this hand. You live, you learn. That's life. I mean, we're already up to 3 mana next turn, so we can cast a tutor or a dream render. Oh no, only the tutor, of course, because we don't have 2 black sources. Will he counter this? That's the question. If he does, we are really happy. Hell yeah. We don't need that, because we already have the enchantments that we want in our hand. And, yeah. Let's bait out some more stuff here, actually. We can bait with this card. I'm pretty sure this gets countered. Alright, next turn we can bait with one of the board wipes. So let's bait with Kaya's Wrath first. That gets countered as well. Alright. Man, now we bait with the Storm's Wrath. And that resolves. Alright. I mean, that means... Oh, yeah. Let's go, let's go. I mean, there could be a Spell Pierce. And if there is, I'm gonna be sad. But... I think this is the play here. This is the big brain play. Or the small, very small brain play, if there is a Spell Pierce. But there is not. Yep. Bye, Jin. Bye. Terramanda. Come on, man. Don't flood the board now. Don't get nervous like that. Let's try and resolve a bombardment. He has to... Yeah. That's lovely, lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will start nuking either his creatures or his lands. Bye, Terramander. Good thing is there is no counter spells that prevent this from happening. He could bounce the bombardment, but then we can just replay it. Alright, I think we have won this. I'm pretty sure we have. So... let's drop a Yorion here. Will he counter that? Of course he will. But that's really good. Because he just wasted his counterspell if the Herald gets removed now. And it will be removed, alright. Pretty good stuff. Alright. Will he play something? No. Alright, we will revitalize in his end step. We get another board wipe. And there's a Kaya! Hello, Kaya! We will try and resolve Kaya then. Oh my god, Kaya resolves? Are you kidding me, man? You have to be kidding me. Let's get rid of one land already. And let's end our turn. On my end step we will blow up one of his islands. So he's down to 3. Oh, he will flash in a Trickster though. Will he attack Kaya? He will. So that means he has no counter spells if he doesn't want that to be on the field. I'm gonna drop a second bombardment here. And select all of those. Thank you, game, for doing that for me. One island will go, and one creature to gain some life. This one has 2 counters on it. Alright, let's resolve this. Yeah, I can feel why land destruction is a funny thing to do, actually. And there it is. We won this one really convincingly. I think Yorion makes land destruction really, really powerful. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're feeling healthy. And I hope you're using this quarantine crazy time to just enjoy life at a slower pace. Yeah. With that being said, thanks for watching and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.